back to Delaware. They played their first game last Thursday against Stony Brook, and while they really didn't play sharp enough according to their quarterback, Ryan O'Connor, they still won 37-13. The Delaware Blue Hens are a pass-heavy offense, as their quarterback O'Connor threw for 346 yards on 38 attempts against Stony Brook, and their team rushed for 145 yards on 34 attempts, with most of those coming from Marcus Yarns. Their top receiver is Chandler Harvin, a grad transfer from Sam Houston. And apart from watching Delaware's game against Stony Brook, it's just really tough to get a feel of how this team will play against one of the best teams in the country, far better athletes all around. So I think I'm simply going to assume we're going to crush them. All right, the Delaware offense is the strength of the team, and even then, I don't expect them to score a single point against our first-string defense, and probably not much more than that against the backups. On the offensive side of things for us, we should be able to make big plays, run the ball at will. Wide receivers should be open all the time. Aller should be able to surgically pick apart the Delaware defense, and shouldn't have to make too many difficult throws, and just overall we should have no problem putting up points quickly. So my prediction, I got Penn State 59, 6 for Delaware. It is tough to make a prediction like this. All right, because it's impossible to know how much James Franklin wants to run up the score, because you never really know how much he's going to leave the first stringers in, and then after that, how long is he going to leave the second stringers in, right? The hope is that the entire third string unit is out there on the field at some point, in the third or fourth quarter. The big question is, as a bettor or someone who's just predicting the game like me, how do you predict the score of this one when you just don't know how much our best players are going to play? So for me, I'm going aggressive here, and I'm betting a big win for Penn State, but just realize we might not score 59 points because our first-string offense might not be on the field very much, and even then, our second-string offense might not be on the field very much. And then on the other side of the ball, how much are you really going to put your first-string defense out there and expect them to play super physical football? Obviously, you have Illinois the next week, so you have to prepare them for that. You can't just say, oh, this is a break week, this is a bye. That's not how you can treat this at all. You still have to go out there and play and prepare as if it's a big game and all that. But that being said, at the same time, you don't want to be having your star players out there for any longer than they have to be for unnecessary plays and put them at risk for possible injury. So I'm predicting 59-6 win. Might be too aggressive, but at the same time, I would rather be too aggressive towards Penn State than predict Delaware to score 20, 25 points and then have them score 3.